Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Code with Sunny, and in this video I am going to talk about the problem Nastya and the good array, problem B of Code Forces round 720 division 2. Nastya has received an array as a gift. Okay, now an array E is called as a good if for every adjacent index elements they are co-prime to each other, that is their greatest common divisor should be equal to 1, and we have to perform any operation, choose any two different indices I and j such that also we are going to choose x and y, that is going to vary up to 2 into 10 power 9, such that we are going to change ai to x and aj to y. Okay, and the previous minimum element of the chosen element should match with the minimum of changed elements. That is, I'm just want to say, if I want to change ai to x and aj to y, that is ai and aj 2 is being chosen by us, two different indices of the array, such that min of previous elements chosen, that is ai and aj, should be equal to the min of the new elements. Okay, that is x and y, that should match. Okay, and we are going to do at most n operations, and the array should be good after doing at most n operations. And when an array should be good, like GCD of greatest common divisor of every adjacent elements should be equal to 1, that is every adjacent element must be co-prime to each other. Okay, and we are going to choose any two different indices, note that the term different indices, and we are going to do at most n operations. Okay, and x and y should vary up to 2 into 10 power 9. Okay, so it can be proven that, so the answer is always going to exist, and you can easily see there is 10 power 4 test cases, n is going to vary up to 10 power 5, so we must think of o of n or o of n log n solution. Okay, so that we are going to give achieve an AC verdict over these test cases. Okay, and first we are going to print k denoting the number of operations, and then we are going to print k integers, that is 4 integers per k lines, the answers. Okay, note that you can also note that we are not going to print the minimum number of operations, that is we are going to print my answer in at most n operations. Can we do this or not? And it can be proven that answer is always going to exist. Okay, and then we are going to print the sequence of operations. Okay, so let us try to understand how we are going to do this problem in the best possible way. Okay, so you can easily see, if I have been given some array elements like, okay, let me erase this first. Okay, so if you have been given some array elements like this one, 9, 6, 3, 11, and 15, so you can easily see the, if you find out the greatest common divisor of adjacent elements, you can easily see 9 and 6 has greatest common divisor of 3. It is not equal to 1, and the array is called as good if and only if for every adjacent element their greatest common divisor should be equal to 1. Can easily see 9 and 6 has not a GCD equal to 1. Similarly, 6 and 3, but 3 and 11 has GCD 1, and but 11 and 15 has also GCD 1. Okay, so we must have to change some of the elements. How we are going to change? Let's choose any two elements, that is the, let's choose any two different indices I and j, such that element at these indices should be like a of I and a of j, and we are going to choose, that is we are going to transform a of I into some integer x and a of j into some integer y of my choice, such that minimum of previous must be equal to minimum of after. Okay, so x and y should be chosen by us. Now let us try to do this with this array. Okay, you can easily see I'm just going to change 9 and 15, that is I'm just choosing the index of this 9 and index of this 15, and I'm going to change the values such that this condition, minimum condition, should be satisfied. You can easily see my current minimum is 9 and 15, minimum of 9 and 15, it will come out to be 9. So my changed element, that is I'm going to change 9 and 15, such that after doing this change my minimum will always remain 9. Okay, so let us try to change, like I will change 15 to this 12, so my array would become 9, 6, 3, 11, and 12. Okay, now you can easily see their greatest common divisor is still 1, and this is still the greatest common divisor of 3 and 11 is still 1, and 6 and 3 is going to be like has greatest common divisor of 3. So I'm just choosing this 6 and choosing this indexes of 6 and 3. I will change the 6 to like 7. So you can easily see my array would become 9, 7, 3, 11, and 12. Note that previous minimum is like min of 6 and 3 is going to be like okay, min of 6 and 3 is like 3, and after minimum is like min of 7 and 3 is going to be like 3. Note that I am taking the minimum of the chosen elements. Now my array becomes 9, 7, 3, 11, 12. Can you calculate the greatest common divisor of adjacent elements? You can see it will come out to be 1. It will come out to be 1. And again 3 and 11 it will come out to be again 1, and 11 12 it will come out to be 1. You can easily see the greatest common divisor of every adjacent element is coming out to be 1. So this is a good array, and the number of operation is coming out to be 2, and we are going to print the sequence of operations. You can easily see what is the my maximum number of operations that I can do. You can easily see maximum number of operations should I can do should be like n, and it should be like equal to the length of the array. That is, you can see here in this case it is coming out to be 5. My number of operation is coming out to be 2, so it is valid. Okay, so let us try to have a general answer for this questions. Okay, so how to think for a general answer, this is going to be like very much important or tricky point of this entire problem. Okay, so let me talk about the general answer that I can think upon. Okay, so one thing that I want to share is like just tell me one thing, like if we find it out greatest common divisor of like 3 and 4, it will always come out to be 1. And similarly 4 and 5 it will always come out to be 1, and similarly 5 and 6 it will always come out to be 1. So it gives me the idea that greatest common divisor of adjacent elements in my you can also see in my sequence of integers, like greatest common divisor of let's say ai and a of I plus 1, that is a of I plus 1 will always be equal to 1. So this gives me the idea that why not to solve this actual problem with the help of this idea. Yes, we can easily solve. Let us try to do that. Let us try to find out. I'm just sharing my approach. My approach to solve this problem. Find the minimum element. Find the minimum element in this entire array, the index of this minimum element. Then you can easily see for all the elements to the right of it, I'm just trying to I'm just trying to change all the elements to the right of it and to the left of it by the value that will depend on the value of this minimum element. Okay, so if my in this case I will have the array like 9, 6, 3, 11, 15. You can easily see I can do at most n operations, and this is going to be like very much important. If I can do at most n operations, I can do also at most that I can do n minus 1 operation, and this is going to be like valid answer. So skipping this minimum element, like this is the minimum element, I will change the value of this value of this array. I will also change the value of this array. So let me denote it with my changed color. Okay, I will change the value of this array. I will change the value of this array, and value of this one, this position. Okay, so if minimum element is coming out to be 3, I will change the next one should be like 4, it should be like 5, and again it should be like 4, and it should be like 5. That is, let us say the my minimum element is going to lie at the ith index, it should be like a of I. Then for every index j greater than this I will fill up the values like a of I plus 1, a of like, okay, so it should be wrong. That is, it should be like a of I plus 1, and again a of I plus 2, and so on, and a of I plus 2, and so on up to the end of the array. And similarly for all the indices j that is going to be like strictly less than I will fill up the values like a of I plus 1, a of I plus 2, and so on, like in this fashion. Okay, so if I will say I will have the minimum element like 2, and there are some elements to the left of it and some elements to the right of it, I will fill the values like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and similarly to the left of it like 3, 4, 5, 6. Why this is going to give us a valid answer, correct answer? You can easily see if I will try to find out the greatest common divisor of adjacent elements of this array, it should come out to be 1, because the elements are going to be like adjacent, or you can say the values of the array of the this adjacent element should be equal to 1. And you can easily see what is the number of operations that I will do to make this array of this type. It will always be equal to n minus 1, and this is going to be like less than n. Okay, so this is going to be like valid. How this is valid? You can see the number of operations is like at most n. So if I will do n minus 1 operations for every element except the minimum element, I will get a valid answer. Okay, so let us try to talk about the code of this one. You can easily see I have taken the n as number of elements of this array, then this vector, and find out the minimum element. okay, using this C++ STL function, then my answer would be like n minus 1 always, because I will pick up this minimum element and try to change every element that is going to the right of it as well as left of it except this minimum one. So start from I equal to index plus 1 and up to this end of this array and try to print the answers directly. Okay, note that I have to print the answers like I and j, then the changed value that I want, and then y. Then it should be like ind plus 1. Always note that this is going to be like fixed. I will always choose the minimum element. Okay, that is the element at this index, and I plus 1, and this you can see v of ind, and then v of ind plus I minus ind, and this is going to be like the new value, that is new changed value. Okay, so if we are at this position, like I have this 2, and next value that I should print, it should be like 3. So this is the exactly same thing that this code is going to do. That is v of ind plus this I minus ind, that is the increased value of this minimum element plus 1, and then followed by more plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Okay, and similarly in this case also to the left of this minimum element index. Okay, so this will give us a valid answer. Okay, so if you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment section of the video, and I will ask the viewers to like this video, share this video, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel for latest updates. Thank you for watching this video.